Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Watchparty, the best unscripted wrestling podcast you can find on YouTube. I am your host, David Loveday. This is my co-host, Robby Tressler. Robby, how are you doing today?
I'm doing just great now that I got my fries from McDonald's.
Not sponsored.
No, unfortunately.
Okay. So, first off, it is the first podcast episode of 2021. 2020 is finally over, and
Thank you,
I am
Jesus.
proud to report it has been 6 days and nothing bad has happened.
Yeah, well, actually, one thing kind of bad happened.
What's up?
Dr. Dre had a brain aneurysm.
Oh, crap. I didn't know about this. He had a brain
Yeah.
aneurysm?
He had a brain aneurysm.
He's still alive.
Yes.
Okay. That's he's still alive. We're cool. We're good.
But other than that, no.
So sad for Dr.
Gucci.
Dre, but at least he's still alive.
Mhm.
Okay, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about week in review. We're gonna do both Mondays. We're actually gonna do them together. We're not gonna go through the whole week and then do the next Monday because we forgot last episode to do that.
We did.
We're just gonna do both of them together. So let's start with the first Monday, which was the Monday after Brody Lee's death. Now, I will say I did like the tribute that the wrestlers gave him. Use of his moves and his catchphrase. But
They could have done a little bit more.
they could have, not the wrestlers. The wrestlers did all they could. But the company itself could have done a little bit more. Because, number one, I believe he's like one of the only guys to not get a salute. I believe it's a 10-bell salute. 12? I don't. Yeah? Okay.
10.
Bell salute. He's one of the only guys not to get it. And number two, he's also one of the only guys not to get a video package. All they did was post up a graphic on their 3 shows. Which, don't get me wrong, put it in it on all 3 shows because he was on all 3 shows.
I think
That's
the
cool.
fact that they acknowledged it to begin with has to be.
Yeah, it's surprising that they acknowledged it, to be honest, because of how he went to AEW. So, and how he basically buried Luke Harper in WWE on Talk is Jericho, which I did re-listen to, amid the news of his passing. I did re-listen to that interview. It is probably one of my favorite Talk is Jericho interviews, and it was before he died as well. Other than that, Ricochet continues to lose to Retribution.
Yep.
And they asked if he would join, and he recoiled Ali to heaven. Like, I don't like this storyline, but that recoil, no.
It was pretty dope.
Dope.
Don't know where it's going, though. I have no idea where this could go now, other than Retribution just beating up.
I think the only way to make this better, WWE, if one of your writers is watching, listen. The only way to make this better is to actually have Ricochet join Retribution as a double agent. Like, have him try to destroy Retribution from the inside. Just don't do it like you did John Cena with Nexus. Don't.
Oh God, no!
Please don't. Do something different, please.
Like try to get them to all turn on each other.
Yes, try to get them to all turn on each other. Now let's talk about Impact. As our main resident of Impact, because we are actually going to talk about it. Number 1, who's still in the women's tag tournament?
Actually, this is a little bit a spoiler. Yesterday, or I guess last night.
Yes, because we are recording this on Wednesday instead of Tuesday.
Havoc and Nevaeh won the semifinals, so it'll be Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan versus Havoc and Nevaeh in the finals.
Okay, so here's my thing. I know Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan are probably going to win.
I have a feeling they will too.
I don't want them to win because I don't like them. That's just plain and simple. That's the reason I don't want them to win. I do not like them. I do not like them. What are you doing?
Great question. I don't know. You
So
said
I
get in the
do.
position.
Yeah, because I paused the recording to shut my closet. So, okay, so yeah, I don't like them as a team. I don't like them in the ring. They're okay, but I usually gravitate away from heels. You know this. Like,
Mhm.
the main reason why most of my least favorite wrestlers are my least favorite wrestlers is because they're heels. Which I'm not trying to like follow a herd or anything. Everyone likes Timothy Thatcher, yet I hate him. Which somehow makes me the bad guy.
I mean, he's a heel. You're supposed to hate him. That's how
Exactly.
wrestling
And
works. You
everyone
know,
likes him. And yet
like you guys
I'm
are
the
doing it all
bad guy.
wrong. But no, really, with my limited knowledge recently of Impact, like 4 months or so, I'm pretty sure this is a heel versus heel match to crown inaugural champions. Or I guess not inaugural.
I think
Because I
Havoc
think
turned face.
I
I
want to
could
say
be
Havoc and Nevaeh are heels,
could be
but
wrong.
I can't tell. I really can't tell what they are.
Yeah. Sadly, the team that I want to win may be the least charismatic. Okay. Anything else happen on Impact that either last week or yesterday that's interesting besides
Well,
Rich
that's
Swann and the Guns getting attacked? Because I saw that.
yeah. They got their booties beat
They got
outside of the
Nene.
bus. They got Nene. But besides that, nothing too exciting happening. You know, the Sammy
You're
Callahan Eddie
frozen.
Edwards feud is still a thing for some reason. They've been going.
Ah, yes. Sammy Callahan and Eddie Edwards.
They're still going at it.
I like Sammy Callahan. Eddie Edwards, eh. I don't really think he brings a lot, to be honest. Like, I liked him when I first started watching, back when Michael Elgin was there, and back when Tessa Blanchard was champion.
I liked
Like,
him
I
when he was
liked.
still a wolf.
I didn't watch that. I didn't watch back then.
Now I just like his theme.
Yes, his theme is baller, but him as a person, or as a fighter, or as a character, not as a real life person, because he could be the nicest guy in real life. Like, I know. Here's another example. I still hate Baron Corbin, but I heard he's one of the nicest guys in real life.
He's a good dude, and he's a good
I
cook.
still hate the man. I've
He
seen
likes his beef.
interviews with him out of character, and I like them. But him in character, I hate him.
He's a rude person.
All right, let's talk. Which one did you watch, NXT or Dynamite?
Dynamite, obviously.
Cool. So we're not talking NXT. Let's talk about Dynamite. And tonight is New Year's Evil,
Which I'm going to watch.
which I'm going to not watch because I'm going to be in church. Also, I don't have cable. No, it's not a struggle. I would rather go to church than watch that, to be honest.
Yeah.
My youth group is awesome.
Fair enough.
All right. So let's talk about Dynamite. Give me the details.
Well, there was the tribute show.
It was the Brody Lee tribute show. I'm going to be honest with you. I have not told you this. I actually watched most of it.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only time this year, / last year, because this year just started, when I actually watched a Dynamite. That show was amazing.
Literally, basically the entire show, the Dark Order were portrayed as faces.
Oh, yeah.
And I think going forward, they should stay faces.
And did you notice, I didn't notice this at the time, but looking at the card, there were no singles matches on that card.
It was 6-man.
All 6-man or tag matches.
And one tag team match.
Yes.
And that was it.
And then I'm going to be totally honest, the best thing for me about that is the fact that they retired the TNT title, because it was the only title Brody held.
And they gave it to his son.
They
That
gave
was
it to his
so
son,
wholesome.
and they actually retired the belt. Darby is getting a new belt, which I think is the best call that they could have had, that they could have done.
Not only that, they signed his son to a contract. And when he gets of age as a wrestler, they're actually going to give him a job.
Yeah, and that...
Hey, dude.
He's set!
He's only 8!
He's only 8! And he's set!
He's set for life.
I'm going to be totally honest, and I'm not trying to take anything away from the situation. I'm not slandering Brody Lee at all. This is not about him. But in one part of that show, I saw, in the part where his son smacked MJF with the kendo stick, I swear I saw El Generico next to the son. I don't know if it's him or not. I thought I saw El Generico in a purple mask.
No. Pretty sure that's Alan Angels.
Okay. I thought I saw El Generico, a.k.a. Sami Zayn. Well, if you don't listen to kayfabe.
We cannot forget El Generico is dead.
El Generico is dead. Sami Zayn is just the orphan.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had the tribute show, and actually, I take that. So I was going to say my favorite moment was them passing on the title to Brody Lee Jr., but that's my second favorite moment from the show. Favorite moment is Eric Rowan.
Oh, that was oof.
Eric Rowan came to Dynamite, and he has not signed a contract. This was for a one-time thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so wholesome, and just seeing the man behind Rowan actually come out as he's like hugging the Dark Order and holding up that sign. Just seeing the man behind him, I'll be honest, I cried a little. So
I'm gonna be real. That's like because I've only watched the Eddie tribute show and not the Owen Hart one. That was probably the first time I've actually like teared up from watching a wrestling show.
Yeah,
especially when they had the tribute at the very end. Oofa!
Long live, rest in peace, Brody Lee. Long live the Dark Order.
Heck yeah.
And
also, can we talk about? I don't know if you saw this or not. Brody Lee Jr. after the show, or I guess like the day after, he beat up a whole bunch of AEW wrestlers outside of the ring.
I did not see this.
And he like completely squashed the Dark Order. and he even beat up Adam Cole.
Really?
Baby.
Oh yeah, I did see that one. I saw that. And apparently he won the AEW title.
Apparently in a dark match he won the AEW title. What?
Yes. Hey, technically now between AEW and WWE, AEW has the youngest champion.
That is true. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
Nicholas, eat your heart out.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move to a lighter note. Let's talk about Smackdown. Smackdown. Number 1, Big E versus Baron Corbin. I really wanted Big E to win. Did you watch SmackDown?
I watched half of it. I know he won. Big E won by DQ.
Yes, Sami Zayn came in. Big E won by DQ, and then Apollo Crews came to save Big E. Set up a tag match right after, like on the same show, after Big E and Apollo Crews versus King Corbin and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
And King Corbin and the Knights of the Round Table didn't beat up Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn tried to get the Knights to listen to him. So Corbin actually looked at the Knights, jumped off the apron, and walked away.
Lol.
And that may be the only time I actually liked Baron Corbin.
I don't got time for this.
That may be the only time I actually liked what Baron Corbin did, because I also hate Sami Zayn right now.
Oh, ain't nobody got time for a lot.
To be honest, I don't really remember anything else except for Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso, which ended up with Kevin Owens being launched through a table from the Thunderdome.
Yes, Kevin Owens getting absolutely wrecked again. Okay, wait. Do you notice a pattern here? Every time Kevin Owens gets into a rivalry, every single week it's just the same thing. As a face,
right.
He's getting destroyed.
Yeah,
like,
it happened with Roman. It happened with Seth. It happened with Goldberg.
Like, we get it. He's a fighter. He gets up after getting knocked down, but we don't have to see it every week.
All right. Let's talk about Sunday. We did end up watching Classic pay-per-view, and then we'll talk about this Monday. We did watch Classic pay-per-view. We watched probably one of the best pay-per-views WWE put out. Money in the Bank 2011.
It was great.
Now, here's my thing. I'm going to be totally honest. The CM Punk Cena match is actually tied for first on that card for me. Because I also really like those two Money in the Bank ladder matches. Like, the Divas match, you can just push that aside.
We just forget that happened.
Big Show and Henry, you can just push that aside.
Oh, God. Big Show and Mark Henry? Excuse me?
But, I'm going to be totally honest. Cena and Punk and the Money in the Bank ladder matches stole the show for me.
Mm-hmm. As it did for most people, I would assume.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good. You know, watching it.
I'd say
10 years later, making me miss CM Punk.
Okay, so, number one, you picked that. Number two, out of the ones that we watched, out of all the classic pay-per-views we watched, would you put that at best, at worst, or in the middle? But now we know worst is Alex.
Yeah.
Because we watched New Blood Rising.
Oh my God. Judy Bagwell. Okay.
Judy Bagwell.
Okay.
Not only that, Tank Abbott.
Yeah.
Tank Abbott dancing.
Oh boy. Okay, moving on. I'd probably stick it in top 3, but I don't think it'd still be number 1. It's definitely top 3 though. Okay.
Welcome to the Unscripted Show, everyone.
Okay.
I got Charlotte too. I just don't know where she is. But okay, so we have. So I agree with you. I don't think it's the best that we watched, but I will stick it at like top 3 because that was an amazing freaking pay-per-view. Okay, let's move to Monday Night Raw last Monday, and then we'll talk about another segment. The latest Monday Night Raw,
Legends Night,
which
they
pulled it off.
I don't know if this is popular or not. It doesn't sound like it's going to be popular. In my opinion, the Raw was awful.
Really? Everyone thought it was good.
I thought it was bad.
Everyone thought it was good, to be honest.
Specifically
I didn't watch
it. For the end. We don't talk about
Yes, except for the end. Well, especially for the end. Goldberg is back! Again!
Most importantly for the end. So we can expect Drew's title reign to end at the Royal Rumble. Somebody cool to win it at WrestleMania. Because it happens. It's happened twice now.
Single time.
We can expect it again this year.
Every single time.
So, Drew, your time at the top was great, but buddy, it's gonna
end.
Sorry,
buddy. You're gonna be pushed down where the Fiend is and where.
Rest in peace, your title reign. Welcome to the mid card, pal.
You just can't escape Goldberg. You can't unless he gives himself a concussion again. You can't escape.
Unless he actually dies, Goldberg doesn't lose.
He doesn't lose
at the beginning of the year.
He only loses at a WrestleMania. I'm starting to think that's in his contract.
Except for WrestleMania 20, but we don't talk about that.
I mean his new contract. From 2016 on.
Yeah.
But
wonder how much they're paying him for that.
probably $5 million every spear. Okay. And about $2 million every jackhammer.
Oh god, dude! Imagine if he
$3
actually
million if they're
faces
pulled off correct.
Roman.
Huh?
Imagine if he faces Roman.
I don't
Spear,
want
spear,
to.
spear, spear,
I don't
spear,
want to.
spear, spear,
The
spear,
only time.
spear.
Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest. The only way I would take that is if they made a triple threat. You ready? Goldberg, Roman, Edge.
Just having Edge in them makes it all good.
Goldberg, Roman, and Edge. Spear versus spear versus spear. That would be freaking amazing.
Old angry bald man versus middle-aged gray hairy man versus wet-haired Samoan man.
It's kind of sad because even my dad told. I was talking to him about this last night. He even said Goldberg should hang up his boots.
He really should.
He should let the ghost die.
He should have done that 5 years ago. Excuse me. Let's be real.
He should have done that in 2004.
Well, yeah, that too. That makes it better.
All right. So now we're gonna hop into a new segment. We've talked about this. It's called Wrestling Stories. Okay? Again, not a really creative name, but it's only us two, so give me a break here. Basically, I'm gonna throw out a question involving our personal experience with wrestling. I have two this week, and you and me are gonna tell our stories. Okay? So the first question is a two-parter. What was the first ever pay-per-view wrestling pay-per-view you watched? It does not have to be all the way through. And did you like it at the time? And actually, we'll make it a three-parter. Do you like it now? Do you still like it now? Okay. So you go first.
Alrighty. So, as hard as it may believe, my first pay-per-view that I've ever watched was actually WrestleMania 3.
Really?
Because my dad got it, like, I guess he, at the time, that was before WWE Network was a thing. It was, like, back in 2012. And I guess he found WrestleMania 3, like, at a Target or Walmart or something. He's like, ooh, that looks cool. Let me pick that up for my boy. So, so he bought it and then brought it home and gave it to me. I'm like, oh, this looks cool. So I'm gonna watch it. And I'm gonna tell you, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
The main event was meh. The rest of it was pretty good. The main event
was meh.
For being the 80s, and of course that one match where a very large round man beat up a bunch of midgets, but we won't talk about that.
That's the best match on the card. I'm just kidding.
But no, I really like that. And then, what was the next one?
Did you like it? Oh wait,
yes.
you answered that. Do you still like it now? Like, if you were to watch it again, do you think you would have the same like for it?
I'm sure I would probably still enjoy it. It was good.
Do you think, this is just a follow-up, do you think there are any matches that you remember that you may like less now from when you watched it?
Hogan versus Andre, probably.
Yeah, okay.
And I can't actually remember other matches.
I literally just watched part of it, like, last week, so. I think I actually got to the Hillbilly Jim, King Kong Bundy, and the Midgets.
Oh boy.
Oh no, I got to Hercules and Blackjack Mulligan. That's what I got to. So I guess it's my turn. My first pay-per-view is much more recent than yours. My first pay-per-view was Royal Rumble 2013. Now, I only saw the Rumble match. The reason I saw it is because I don't remember who it was, but one of my family members was in the hospital. And I would actually go in, and we actually watched the Rumble on the TV. Like, they actually had it.
Somebody in the hospital actually paid $50 to have that on
Somebody in
TV.
the
That's
hospital
insane.
actually paid for Rumble.
That's cool.
Yeah. But I think because I did like it at the time. Like, it was my first experience with WWE minus some weekly shows. And even when I watch
Mhm.
weekly shows, I only watch like half an hour of them because I was like 8 or 9
Uh-huh.
at the time. But I did like it. I liked the Rumble match. But as of now, because I only watched that one match, if I were to watch the whole pay per view through and through, I don't know if I would like it or not because I didn't have any experience with it.
Now I'm curious what
But also,
the
I heard
match
that
kind
Rumble
of
match was
like.
very, very overrated.
It got down to like Ryback and John Cena.
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't watch the ending.
really? Come on.
You see, when I was younger, the first thing I remember from that match is Chris Jericho's return. I
Oh, that was in 2013?
believe so.
Oh, interesting.
I believe it was in 2013. Okay,
Oh,
so
this.
let's go.
Oh, the 2013 Royal Rumble was the one where The Rock won the WWE
Yes,
Championship. I
2013
forgot
Rumble was the
about
one
that.
where The Rock won the title.
Nice. Okay.
All right, so let's talk about the next question, which I forgot. Hang on. I have to remember it. Do you remember it?
Unscripted. No, unfortunately.
We talked about this earlier. Now I can't remember it.
We had it all planned out, and then we get to the moment.
Okay, we'll do another question, okay? Because I actually do have one. If you were to organize a dream match card, like a dream show with 5 matches on it, what would those matches be?
Is it just WWE wrestlers?
Um, I'll say it can be a combination of WWE and AEW. We'll
That's
we'll
what I like to
combine those
hear.
two.
That's what I like to hear. All right, so we're gonna do a special crossover
5 matches.
show right here.
Special crossover show. 5 matches. That's how many you get. And while you're thinking about it, I'm gonna just quickly explain why we're doing this segment. It's so our viewers can get to know us as wrestling fans more. Because right now we have no credibility in the wrestling business.
Not at
we
all.
just we just do this because we're bored.
Yeah, basically.
But I think we also have opinions to share. Me and this idiot over here.
I cry.
He knows I'm messing with him. Don't worry. Um, we have opinions to share, and it's just fun to get them out there. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
say what we think. All right, so give me your 5 card. Give me your
All
five.
right, so
Need an opener.
I'd probably do. Let's see.
This is in order, by the way, so you gotta think of your opener and your main event.
Alrighty. This would be an interesting match. The Miz versus MJF.
Ooh, okay, that could be a good opener.
And you see why? Because I'm pretty sure there have been many times where the Miz has, I mean not the Miz, MJF has said people told him that he looks like the Miz, or is basically a ripoff of the
He
Miz, and
acts
he
like the
really
Miz. What
doesn't
are you
like
talking?
that. I think people have said, or like he was a ripoff of him because of the way he spoke and the way he didn't like. So Miz versus MJF. There you go. And then a tag team.
I'm just trying to
Okay.
get him to laugh now.
The,
Okay.
Okay. The
So
tag team
second match,
match.
tag team. Okay. Who's in it?
Sure. Let's do it for the AEW World Tag Team titles. The
Ooh.
Young Bucks versus the Usos.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh.
Young Bucks
That would
versus
be
the
awesome.
Usos. That would be sick. And then Hmm. Maybe we could do. Ooh. I thought of something, but I might want to save it. So I think we're gonna do Darby Allin
Okay.
versus the Fiend.
This is turning into an AEW WWE Survivor Series.
Heck yeah, I think that would be a good match, or at
That
least
would be
him versus
amazing.
Bray
No, no,
at
you
the
know
very
what you should
least.
do? I'm not trying to contradict you. I'm actually trying to add on. Funhouse match.
Ooh, that would be dope.
Darby Allin versus Fiend Funhouse.
And then of course, YOLO, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus John Moxley in a no holds barred triple threat match. Just because we're talking John Moxley here, we ain't talking Dean
Dean
Ambrose. Dude, who's
Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose? Excuse me, we're talking John Moxley here. And then the main event for the AEW World Championship is, of course, Kenny Omega versus the man that everybody wants him to face, AJ Styles.
Okay, that's a
There
pretty
you go.
good card. I'll give that to you.
That's a money match right
That is
there.
that is an amazing card. I'll give that to you.
Book it, Tony.
Book it, Tony.
Book it,
I know you
Tony.
don't like Vince, but we need this.
Work together for just one show. It'll make you both millions of dollars, please.
And then you guys can go back to hating each other. But you
Oh,
guys,
I just thought of another one.
what?
Brian
Okay,
Cage
dark
versus Keith
match.
Lee.
Dark match. Huh?
Brian Cage versus Keith Lee.
That would be cool. Okay, so here's my card. My opener. I don't know why I'm picking this. Mainly because they have the same move. Actually, no, I'll put that in the middle. My opener is going to be for the AEW tag titles. It's the Young Bucks. Actually, it's going to be a title unification. Young Bucks, Street Profits.
Ooh.
Title unification match.
That would be cool.
My next match, I already have this decided, but now I forgot what. Oh yeah, okay. So 4 members of the Inner Circle versus the Hurt Business. Inner Circle, Hurt Business, 8-man elimination tag.
Gotta do it.
That's how
Elimination.
you make it like Survivor Series right there.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so my third match, this one's a little random, but again, it's because they share the same move. Orange Cassidy versus Roman Reigns.
Oh, orange.
They both share a
Turned into
2-man match,
orange juice.
and he can do. Orange Cassidy does a better one. I'm sorry, Roman, but he does.
But he'd be turned into orange juice. Let's be real here.
My next one is for the women's title, the AEW women's title.
Mm-hmm.
Hikaru versus Asuka.
I like that. You know what? Frickin' add an Io Shirai. There you go.
Versus Io Shirai. There you go.
There you go.
Actually, no. Here we go. You ready? For all of the women's titles, Hikaru versus Asuka versus Sasha versus Io. That's my fourth match.
Winner take all. Someone's
Winner
gonna walk out
take
with 4
all.
different women's titles.
It's gonna be kind of hard because 2 of those shows are on Wednesdays.
You gotta show up on Monday, Wednesday, go from one arena to the other, and then Friday.
And then my fifth match, and I'm actually cheating a little because it is a 4-way. No, it is going to be an 8-man ladder match. Okay, for the AEW title, AEW WWE. And here's where I'm cheating a little. IWGP
Ooh.
heavyweight title. Here's who's in it. Seth Rollins, Jon Moxley, Pac, Okada,
Mm-hmm.
Will Ospreay,
Okay.
Jay White,
Okay.
and then I need two more. Hang on, I'm thinking. Styles, and then Nakamura. After, and this is completely hypothetical, right? This is completely hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
Nakamura after he goes back to New Japan. That's my 8 in the main event.
That 8 stars.
Throw in IWGP, throw in New Japan.
8 stars.
You got a heck of a match. You got a heck of a main event.
That's better than my card, except for maybe the Orange Cassidy versus Roman Reigns match. But that's better than my card.
Crap, put the Universal title on the line. Have Orange Cassidy win.
Orange Cassidy gets all the titles. All the gold.
All right, so that was Wrestling Stories. We will be doing one of those every week. And it's basically just our personal stories or our personal matchups. As you can see,
Basically.
Orange Cassidy versus Roman Reigns, 5 stars.
5 stars.
Okay, let's talk about... Actually, let's play a game.
Hey, I like games.
We're actually going to do 2 games. Maybe 3, depending on how I'm feeling. The first one, we're going to do some trivia.
Heck yeah. Oh
For
boy,
Christmas.
actually.
And my mom got me this, and she specifically specified that may be good for me and you. Like, for us to do it together because we both like wrestling.
Yep.
I got the Ultimate World Wrestling Entertainment Trivia book, and I lied about the dates because this goes back to the 60s. mainly in the championships. But this goes from the 60s to 2002 when it was published. Basically, what's going to happen is I will read not a full chapter, but a few questions from this book. And your job is to get 25 points. Now,
Oh boy.
we're going to add some stakes to this.
Oh boy. Oh no.
For the viewers that don't know, we do classic watch parties. And when we pick, the other person has something called a veto power, where they can veto a bad pick and the other person has to pick something that they know is good. So, like, say I choose ECW December to December, which we took off the table. We took that off the table.
That should be illegal for the eyes.
But say I pick that and he vetoes it, so now I have to choose something that we both know was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
Robby, if you do not get 25 questions out of how many I answer, if you do not get 25 points, your veto power comes to me, and I have 2. You have 0.
God. And it's
If you win, you keep it.
It's only January 5th at the time of this recording. I'm already going to lose my veto.
Powers go throughout the whole year.
I'm about to lose my veto, and it's only January 5th.
Here, we'll lower the bar 15.
Actually, take that back. January 6th.
We'll lower the bar 15. Okay.
That works.
15. We will. Hang on, let me count how many categories there are because I'm gonna have you choose. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
6.
The category we are doing is Survivor Series.
Already. Actually, if you don't mind, what are all the categories?
We have WrestleMania, Monday Night Raw, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, SmackDown, Survivor Series, random pay-per-views, old school, titles, and outside the ring.
That was a pain.
That one, we tried outside the ring, and he didn't get nothing.
No.
So, actually, you actually have your chance to get 15 points in this first thing, because I have 45 superstars. Okay? You have to tell me when they debuted, like what year, because they all debuted at a Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
You have to tell me what year.
Okay.
Hang on, let me grab the answers.
Boy.
He's scared.
I'm a little terrified.
He's gonna lose his veto.
Just a little.
All right, are you ready?
I think so. I hope so.
First superstar, Bad News Brown.
Uh-oh.
The look of fear on his face.
When was the first Survivor Series?
I'm not telling you that, and it's not right. So, I will tell you, Survivor Series started in 1987. I will tell you that.
I'm gonna say he debuted in. And you said all these superstars debuted out of
At a
Survivor
Survivor Series.
Okay, then I'm gonna say he debuted in '87.
He debuted in 88.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
Oh no.
you do not get the point. Next superstar, Tonka.
Tatanka?
Tatanka.
Oh god. 1990.
Sorry, the answer is 1992.
Oh, for frick's sake.
He's losing his veto.
I'm gonna lose my veto. There's no
Number
way.
3, Haku.
Oh my god. That had to be 87.
It is 87. You got a point.
Oh, thank you, God.
You did get a point there. You got 1 point. You just need 14 more.
Oh boy.
Number 4, Lita.
Oh, that's a hard one. Can't remember when she. 1999?
2000.
Oh my god.
Rocky Maivia.
I didn't even know he wrestled for. Oh, wait a minute.
It's The Rock.
I blanked for a second.
What's your answer?
1996.
Sorry, the answer is 1995. I'm just kidding. You got it. You got it. You got 2 points.
Okay.
Okay. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Oh. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
When did Mr. Ha 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 debut? That is the question we all have on our minds right now.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
That is the question. It's a great question. I'm going to say 1995.
You got 3 points.
Oh,
it is 1995. Jesus. You need 12 more.
Good.
Are you ready for your next answer? For your next question. Answer.
I'm doing good so far, so.
You ready for the answer? I'm just kidding.
I am ready for the answer.
The question is Kirk Angel, aka Kurt Angle.
Kirk Angel, that's 1999.
2000.
Oh my god, no. 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 No.
Boss Man. Big Boss Man.
87.
89.
I hate my life.
Okay, this one you should get. I'm totally expecting you to get 4 points now. Undertaker.
1990.
Sorry, the answer is 1980. I'm just kidding.
You be quiet. It's 1990,
It's
and you know it.
1990. Ultimate Warrior.
Hmm.
Hang on. I would like to
Yeah.
retract your fourth point. Because the book actually says 1991.
Survivors.
when Taker debuted.
He debuted in 1990. I know he did because
All right, I'm gonna give it to you. Don't let it happen again.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, it is. Come on, Ultimate Warrior.
The book had an error.
Ultimate Warrior.
I'm going to say 87.
I'm confused because that says 1990.
For Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah.
Okay, that's wrong. I know that's wrong.
All right, we'll keep going. Okay.
I think the book is slightly confused.
You're still not getting a point though. 1, 2, 3, Kid.
93.
94.
Poopy.
Diesel.
Oh God. There's two. I can't decide between two different years, but I know I'm going to pick the wrong one. 94.
93.
I knew it. Dang it. I couldn't decide between 1993 and 1994, and I picked the wrong one.
The Conquistadors.
Oh, come on. The Homest.
The Conquistadors.
I don't even know who they are. Besides being betrayed by like 3 different people.
When they debut.
Los Conquistadors.
No, the Conquistadors.
That's a good question.
Oh, wait, hang on. We skipped one. You don't have to answer that one yet. Booker T. Oh, wait, wrong one. Answer the question.
2001.
That is correct. You got 5 points.
About time.
Now it's the Conquistadors.
Well, 90. 99.
88.
God, I was way off.
Jerry Lawler.
90. 3.
94.
Oh, come on. What is this garbage? Malarkey.
Cheesy.
Who?
Cheesy.
Who's cheesy?
I don't know. It just says cheesy.
I don't know. 89?
94.
I don't know who that is.
When you don't know it, just say 94.
Okay.
The Fabulous Moolah.
Oh, God. That had to be 87.
I'm gonna give that to you because this is wrong. This is 99.
Yeah, she definitely didn't debut
unless that's like the first Survivor Series she was at. But I don't think.
Oh, that's true. They might be talking about the first Survivor Series match they were in, and not the year they actually debuted.
Name the year each of the following superstars made their Survivor Series debut.
Survivor Series debut, not wrestling WWE debut.
Well, still, you got 5 points because you got 5 of them right under wrong pretenses. But now we know, and that's why Undertaker was 91.
Yeah, but Wait, I'm pretty sure he's still debut. I need to look this
Did
up.
he wrestle in 1990?
I'm pretty sure he debuted at the 1990 Survivor Series. I gotta look this up now.
Is WWE lying to us?
Is the book lying to us? That's the question. Yes, he made his official on-camera debut on November 22nd on Survivor Series as a heel in 1990.
Oh.
We've been lied to. Get that out of my face. No. He's creeping around the corner. Hey, kids.
You weren't expecting that, were you? Oh no, what is he?
There you go.
All right, moving right along. Sable.
Oh. '97.
98.
I'm always 1 year off.
98. Farouk.
97 again.
97. You got 6 points. Blackjack Bradshaw.
Blackjack. 98.
97.
Poopy.
The Interrogator.
97.
You got 7. That's 3 97s in a row. Randy Savage.
Oh. 87?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He was in the main event of the first Survivor Series. Snuka.
Cool.
Jimmy Snuka.
I'm pretty sure 87.
89.
Oof.
It's fine. You still got 8 points.
How many do we have left?
Well, we're trying to get you to 15.
Yeah.
And you're on number 24 or 45. And we're only doing this page.
Okay.
You still may lose your next one. Nails.
Excuse me. Who?
Nails. Nailz. Nails.
I know he existed because he beat up Vince McMahon. I'm pretty sure that was him. I don't know who else. Don't know who he is though. 90, 95.
92. Bastion Booger.
Oh God. 94.
93. Jacqueline.
99.
98.
Okay, there's no way I'm going to win this.
Tom Pritchard.
I don't know who that is.
Brother Love.
Never mind, I know who that is. No.
Never mind, I know who that is.
No, I know exactly who that is. I don't know when he debuted, but I don't know who that is.
Think of the worst year in this batch of years. The worst year for wrestling in total. King Maple.
95.
It is 95. I did help him with that one, but it's our show. So. You got 9 points.
It's our game. Leave us alone.
Hercules. Hercules.
That is a good question.
And I need a good answer.
Hercules.
Can you give me a good answer?
I might be able to. But again, I might not be able to. I'm just trying to think. Who's at WrestleMania 3? I don't know if he was at that year's Survivor Series.
All right, stand by.